What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today's going to be another day in the life video. Not a whole lot going on today yet. I do got to load up the car. I got a bunch of stuff that I got listed that I need to load up in my car. One thing I want to talk about is I did a bulk buyout with a guy from my church. Not really a big bulk buyout, but his wife used to sell on eBay back in like 2006 or something like that. So she had 50 pairs of jeans, 50 pairs of jeans and like some polo shirts. So I got 59 items all together for 150 bucks. Like 45 of those or something like that, maybe even more, was BKE jeans. So what I did was, not all these are BKE, but you'll see that, let's see where I stopped at, because I listed half of them yesterday. So we got BKE, and then what I did was, instead of listing all jeans and getting them mixed up potentially, which is, you know, unlikely to a degree, but I still didn't want to do every single jean back to back. So I put a clothing item in between each one. So I got BKE, a shirt, BKE, and then a shirt, BKE, and then a shirt, and so on and so forth. But this whole stack is just BKE. Oh, that's a pair of silvers. Then we got a BKE, Lucky brand. Oh yeah, and there was some Lucky brand in there too. So we got, I think pretty much all this stuff is close to vintage. Close enough to vintage. It's like all low rise and flare legs, so stuff that's kind of in right now. So it's a pretty good convenient buyout for me, and I got the stuff at a really good price. Turns out with the math, it's about $2.50 an item, which is just a fraction higher than what I pay for stuff at the bins, and it's all good quality stuff. It was clean, I didn't have to wash it, so that's a dub in my book. So super thankful for that. But with that being said, I got to get all this stuff that I got listed into the storage unit. I've changed. I'm going to test the waters, guys, with washing the clothes myself and see if it comes out to be a little bit cheaper than what it is for me to pay my mom. I'm paying my mom to do it. Like, it's like, I want to say it's like $160 per month to do the laundry. If it's cheaper to do it myself, then I'll do it myself. But if I spend too much time doing it and spend too much money doing it, I'll go back to having my mom do it. But right now, I got 2 loads in the washing machine here at my facility. The washers are not the biggest, so my mom's washer will hold 2 of those loads in one of hers. So maybe not the greatest of experiments, but we'll see how it goes. I've got more thank you cards in. I was putting these in all my orders a while ago, probably about 2 months ago, and then I ran out and I ordered some and then just never went to go pick them up. For one reason or another, just pretty much I just forgot about them. So I order 1,000 of them, get them in the business card side, because on the business card size, because it's a lot cheaper to do it this way. It's like $30 per 500. So I think I paid 48 bucks for 1,000 of them. So that's not bad, man. 48 bucks for 1,000 of them. I get to tell 1,000 people thank you and tell them to leave positive feedback if they have any issues, to contact me for a solution. So this is what it says: thank you for your purchase. If you have any issues with your item, please contact me for a solution. If you are satisfied, please leave positive feedback. Have a great day. And so I put these in every item that goes out, and I think that's one of the reasons why I was able to acquire a decent amount of positive feedback as quick as I have been. I've got like 2,000, I don't know, like 2,100 positive feedback close to right now. And that's not really saying that much, honestly, because I've sold over 7,000 items and I've only got 2,000 positive feedback. So either people just aren't going to leave feedback, or they will, you know, but I find that I receive just as much positive feedback without putting the thank you cards in the items as I do with putting the thank you cards in the items. So I really don't know what bearing it has to play on whether it's an actual asset to the business or not. I mean, it's probably a nice little touch, but I mean, honestly, anytime I get something inside of anything, I'm not really reading it. So maybe my buyers aren't reading it either, and I don't need to continue doing it. But if you're just getting started, I do feel maybe it's more beneficial to someone that's trying to acquire a decent amount of feedback, you know, to get their store looking trustworthy. But, you know, anything over 1,000 guys is just, you know, it's just a bonus. Probably not going to continue to keep ordering them just because, you know, the feedback will come. As long as you do a good job and take care of your customers, the feedback will come. So probably can save that $48 or however many dollars I can save by not using them. I'll go ahead and save that money. Time to fill this coffee up and then load this car up. So it already looks a little better in here with all those boxes gone. I still got to get the laundry all done. I'm probably not going to be doing all that stuff all in one day just because I literally don't like doing laundry and I'm not going to spend all day long doing it. But what I'll do is probably wash a bag or two a day, see how it goes. As long as I don't run out of inventory, I shouldn't have to crunch to get it all done. One of the things I have been doing though is starting half of my photos, getting as many done as I can before I go to do my shipping in the morning. The only downfall that I see in that is that it allows me too much time between photos to listing to forget flaws that I see. So I just got to be extra diligent and make sure that I'm pointing everything out so that I can go back and I can look at the pictures when I do the listing to be able to make sure that I get the photos to make sure I get the listing done with an accurate description of any flaws that there may be on the items. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out half of these photos while I wait for the washing machine to finish, switch them over to the dryer, and then we'll bounce over to the storage unit to pack order. The strangest thing just happened to me, guys. This fleece right here, it's a caffeine brand fleece from the, you know, Y2K area or era. Someone just messaged me, right? And said, hey, I realized this just sold, but would you consider canceling the order and I'll pay you 3 times what it sold for? So they want to pay me $70 plus shipping to cancel this order on this buyer. Like, honestly, that's a very enticing offer. But there's a thing called integrity, right? Someone has bought this item, they paid for it, and they're expecting it. So really, you know, the only thing for me to do is keep this sale that has already been paid for, and unfortunately just miss out on an opportunity to triple my money. You know, like, yeah, I'm in this to make money. I'm in this to make as much money as possible, but at the same time, I'm not going to compromise my integrity by doing the right thing by someone that rightfully already bought something just to make more money on it. So that's what I would do. What would you guys do in this situation? Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. No one's ever offered for me to cancel an order that's already been paid for and pay me 3 times what the item sold for. So I'm curious to know what you guys are doing in this situation. And am I tripping by not canceling the order and taking more money for this item, or what? What would you guys do? So now the guy's messaged me back and he's like, you know, no worries. He understands that I don't want to cancel the order. But he asked me, he said, why did you sell it so cheap? This fleece is worth hundreds. So it kind of sucks because I literally sold the fleece for $25 because I couldn't find any information on it. That's one of the things, you know, like you look an item up and then you don't find any information on it. You don't know where to price it at, you know. So this is another lose-lose situation for me. This happened a while back with a True Religion hat. I got the True Religion hat at the bins. I know True Religion is a decent brand, so I looked up the comps and I saw comps of like $250, $350 for hats that were in great condition. My hat was busted and beat, and I'm talking about like really not a good looking hat, you know what I mean? So I sold it for $150. Come to find out, I could have sold this hat for $1,000, $1,500 even, maybe $800 at the lowest. And I tremendously undersold it. So Caffeine 2000. Be on the lookout for the brand, guys. If you guys do find it, apparently it's worth hundreds of dollars, and I got somebody willing to pay me $70 plus shipping to cancel an order. So take these types of lessons in stride. Like, don't get too down on yourself. There's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of items out there for you guys to be able to find. I'm not going to lose sleep over one, but what I will do is learn from this mistake and keep the brand on my list. And that way, if I find it, I know to not underprice it. All right, guys, so I've gotten halfway through the stack. There's one half, there's the other half. I'm gonna go down here and check this laundry and see if it is dry. And if it is, I'm gonna go ahead and head to the storage unit. Got some IKEA bags to bring the clothes back up in, just in case. So my laundry room is like not far from my door at all. Hopefully, oh man, it's raining out here. That sucks. It's a gloomy day, guys. All right, we got action. Oh man, it's not even freaking dry, dude. Well, this is a problem. I don't know how long these machines go for, but this is probably where it's gonna cost me the money at. Let's check the other one. This one did way better. Still not all the way dry though. All right, we're gonna put another $1 in. All right, guys, so we're just gonna leave these bags here and head to the storage unit, pack up my orders, and we'll come back and check on the laundry later. The car is filled to the top, man. Got the back seat filled. And I got a couple of packages in the passenger seat of inventory that's been listed. Time to go drop it off at the unit. Brought up last night on my channel, on my live stream, that I'm thinking about getting a bigger car just for the business wise. I don't really go anywhere in my personal life. My girlfriend lives across the street and the gym is literally like just a few minutes away from me. So everything is close in this small town, but I do drive a lot of miles to get to the bins. So if I was to get a different car, the car would have to be smart on gas and it'd have to be you know, a decent size. It doesn't have to be really, really big like a Suburban or like a pickup or, you know, nothing like that. Probably like a crossover or like just a bigger sedan will do, because this right here is not where it's at, guys. And then when it comes down to loading up the car with 200 something items of clothing, it literally fills the trunk up and the whole back seat. So probably going to be making it a goal to get a business car come 2023 sometime. So pretty sure I've mentioned it before. This wall right here is a guy's apartment, right? It's not a storage unit. The guy does not live in a storage unit, but there's an apartment on this side of my 2 units. Somebody's been in there smoking a ton of marijuana because it smells like it in here. My clothes are bagged, so I'm not necessarily worried about that, but it does make me wonder if my shoes smell like marijuana and I don't know it. Maybe I'll get some air fresheners and sit them in here, and maybe that'll counteract any offensive odors. Anyway, time to pull orders, guys. Okay, guys, we got 24 items going out for a total of $525. However, 4 of those items have sold today and I'm not shipping them yet. So we got about, let's just call it reasonably, we'll call it $450 worth of orders going out today. So let's get to pulling them. So here's the fleece I was talking about, guys. I just pulled it out because number one, I gotta ship it, but I was making a YouTube short to show everybody, you know, not to make the same mistake that I did. So just to show you guys the logo up close, that's what it looks like. And come to find out, like, I did a little bit of research after, you know, figuring out that, you know, apparently I lost out on a lot of money. I looked the brand up. It's like comparable to Jinko, like rave trippy wear from the Y2K area. So like I looked up the pants, and you know, the brand on Google, it showed a lot of the wide leg like trippy jeans comparable to Jinko. So you know, at least the brand is something that's on my radar now. Like I said, I had never heard of it before, but hopefully you guys will learn from this mistake. And if you do see it, I mean, there's probably somebody out there that knows this and they're watching like, you're a dummy, you know what I mean? But hey, this is how you learn, you know what I mean? You learn from your mistakes, you learn from other YouTubers, and you learn from doing more market research than what I did. You know, don't just take eBay at face value, I guess. Sometimes look outside the platform, look on Google, you know what I mean? But me, I keep it simple, and sometimes that costs me money. So these are 2 Harley shirts that sold to the same buyer last night during my live stream. I'm gonna show you guys. A lot of you guys have seen and also know how to pack multiple items together, but I'm just essentially gonna take these 2 shirts, throw them on my scale. It says 15.7. I believe these bags weigh 0.3, so this will be a 1 pound item. Let's just see here. It says 15.9, so I can essentially send these 2 shirts at a first class rate of 1 pound for probably under $7. And I charge the buyer a flat rate of $8.95 for shipping, so they get a good deal, make a few cents off the shipping, and I get a multiple quantity order, 1 pound even. So I charge the buyer $8 for shipping. I've got this in here at 1 pound 10 ounces. I'm gonna just delete the 10, and first class package will cost me $6.51. So pretty simple process, guys. Okay guys, here is my 20 orders. I left my IKEA bags out in the car. It is currently storming outside, so I'm gonna go ahead and consolidate a few more of these boxes. Probably just finish this shelf out and do a shelf a day. Normally I don't do this every day. I let it get pretty much to where like the shelves that I'm adding inventory on, so like this one, I'll let it get all the way filled almost, and then I'll start consolidating out boxes. So like this one is, I did this whole shelf yesterday, so I'm gonna work on this one today and just give the rain a little bit of time to subside, at least enough to where I can go out there and hop in the car and get moving. So I'm gonna consolidate this shelf real quick, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, I got this shelf finished. I got 3 empty boxes that I can take home and refill with inventory. So I'm gonna go ahead and so I'm gonna get these in the car and grab an IKEA bag and come back and load up my packages and get to the post office. Alright guys, got a Little Caesars pizza for lunch. Got 1 bag of clothes dried in the dryer. I've come to the realization that that first dryer probably is broken, because the second time around and the clothes still were not dry. I texted the landlord, let him know that I think the dryer may be broken, and that's just $2 down towards the cost of goods. But hey, it is what it is. Got 1 load completely dried and 1 in the dryer, got 2 more to go. All right guys, lunch break is over with. Time to get back to taking these photos. All right guys, so I've got all my photos taken. It is 3:26, right? I started this work day off, I don't know, man, around like 11 o'clock. And it's 3:26 and I'm just now getting my photos taken after shipping my items and consolidating my storage. Now I'm uploading my photos to the computer. But this washer dryer situation has put a damper on things. I'm $13 in on, I think I've got 2 loads complete. I got a load in the dryer and I got one more load that needs to be dried left. And that's not even half of the items that I have to wash. So I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be smarter to have my mom do my laundry after all, and I continue paying her $20 a week. because the dryer, number one, and the washer hold more than what it does here. So also, what also takes time is me folding all the laundry so that way it doesn't get wrinkled in between me listing it. So the clothes are folded right here in these 2 bags so far, waiting to be listed. Until I get around to them, there's no sense in not having them folded, obtaining more wrinkles and stuff like that. So I fold them to sit them aside and let the weight of each other press down on the stack of clothes, so that way it prevents wrinkles from forming. So, you know, that's just another thing that's adding to the process. So probably not going to continue doing it that way. But my photos have just finished uploading, so I'm going to get to listing. Catch you guys later. So I ordered something from, I ordered a package, it's shown delivered, and it's not delivered. So either the porch pirates got me, or hopefully I'm just remaining hopeful that it'll come in the mail tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get on USPS to figure out where my stuff's at. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with a quote, not a quote, but I'm gonna leave you guys with a few words. In this business, the only thing that you can do is control the controllables, right? You are in control of doing your listings. You are in control of making sure that if something sells, you ship it on time. You can't control who's going to buy what from you when they buy it. You can't control the economy. You can't control how much money people choose to spend on things they don't need. So whether your sales are up or down, or whether you're having the best week or month ever, best quarter ever, only thing you can do is focus on getting your listings up and doing the best job at eBay that you possibly can. And I know it gets hard for people that are not seeing the progress that they want to see. Heck, I'm not even seeing the progress I want to see. But that doesn't give me an excuse to not do my listings. That doesn't give me an excuse to not do what I signed up to do. And I signed up to list 55 items a day on eBay. So that's what I'm gonna do. Whether it takes, me longer than I'd like it to, whether I get interrupted throughout the day, whether the dryer breaks downstairs and it takes me all day to dry clothes. I got to do what I got to do, because at the end of the day, this is my livelihood. And I feel, if we just treat our businesses like we're supposed to, they'll treat us back the way that we want them to. So that's my 2 cents. That's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys learned something. Catch you guys on the next one. But until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.